Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the first time. Either way, I'm super happy you're here. I'm super excited. I have a Born Pretty package to show off for you guys. They sent this to me. Thank you so much, Born Pretty. I am going to get these pulled out and then we are going to look at them one by one. I did do the swatches off camera just to save a little bit of time in the video. If you guys would prefer I did the swatches on camera, just let me know and I can do that in the future. I've done it in the past and it doesn't really seem like people care one way or another. So I was trying something different with the magnet. Didn't really work, but I'm just trying to show you guys how magnetic these are. They're such fine particles. They are so pretty. I won't lie, number one and number two, I can hardly tell the difference. I mean, I think there's a subtle difference in the colors. One's maybe a little bit more nudie, but it is hard to tell the difference. But they are so beautiful. They're really, sorry, let me get my bearings. They are also pretty over black, but I really like them by themselves. So this is number two. Just look at that shift. So pretty. If you do hear any noise in the background, I apologize in advance. My dog is going ham on a bone. So this has got like maybe more of a goldish tint to it. I don't know, but they are pretty. Number three definitely has more of a pink tint to it. I'd say it's my favorite, but because usually like pink or purple are, but really the pink and purple are not my favorites. The blue and green is just gorgeous, but this is the pink one, number three. And then next will be the purple one. Get that pulled out. So beautiful. They sent me a couple options to try and they were both cat eyes. And I don't know. I fell in love with this one and I thought I could do this really pretty set, which I love how the set turned out. I do almost wish I would have used on the three solid nails, like the blue cat eye or the green, but I did not. I used number two, I believe. Maybe number one. I can't totally remember, but this is the blue. Gorgeous. So beautiful. Again, look at that shift. It's just, it's so shifty. It's so reactive. It's beautiful. So here's the blue. Super pretty. Love it. And then last but definitely not least, because it's probably one of my favorites and I am not a green girly, but I love this green. Gorgeous. Again, the shift is amazing. So here is the swatch momentarily. So stinking beautiful. So I do use the blue and the green in this set, and I believe either number one or number two, but I will show you guys that here in a moment. Here they are, all are swatched together, and you can see that one and two are not exactly the same, but when I have them, because I did one on one nail as my base color, sorry, one hand as the base color, and one on the other. You'll see here the right hand in a moment, and there we go, the right hand is done. So they do look kind of similar when they're on, but you can see that they're definitely different. So this is the right hand. I used the pink, the purple, and I believe number one. For some reason my brain isn't registering, and I did kind of like a stripey with the cat eye on two of the nails. And then we are already on this hand. I already have my peel base on, and no, I do not have my base coat on. I just have my peel base on. So we're starting off with base coat. So while I'm doing my base coat, I will give you guys a tiny update. And by tiny, I mean I don't really have anything new to share, except for the fact that I went to my hematology oncology appointment. The doctor basically said, I have no idea what you're doing here. You do not belong here. You definitely do not have any form of cancer. I was like, well, they wanted to get my lymph nodes biopsied or see if you want to. And he's like, well, you don't have swollen lymph nodes. And I'm like, well, what? Like, actually, I got really unhappy. Like, I was pissed. I pulled my neck out and I was like, so this isn't a swollen lymph node? He's like, no, your neck is really swollen though. And I was like, oh my God, why did no one tell me? I did have swollen lymph nodes. We saw it on ultrasound, but the swollen lymph nodes apparently at some point went down. So the last time I had seen my doctor was 3 weeks ago. And at that point, I still had swollen lymph nodes. So sometime in that 3 weeks, my swollen lymph nodes were gone, but my neck was swollen. So in my mind, because I'm not a doctor, so it's number 2 I use on my left hand. So that means I use number 1 on my right hand, just to clarify. And I am going to put this on every single nail. So I'm going to let you guys watch me. I only do the first layer on camera, and then the second layer, I only do 2 fingers on camera, just to kind of speed up the process, because there is a lot. Well, there's not a lot of nail art. There's only nail art on 1 finger that I'm going to show you guys. I did do it on 2, but it is very time consuming. So I kind of wanted to streamline the process and not make this too repetitive. So again, I'm going to put this on one coat on every single nail, cure, and then I will show you the second coat and the magnetizing on 2 of the nails. All right, back to my story. So yeah, I'm not a doctor. So all I know is I feel a bunch of swelling in my flippin' neck, and I had swollen lymph nodes. So in my opinion, my lymph nodes have like just blown up, but they have not, apparently, according to him. And he's a hematologist oncologist, so I think that he would know. But I have just swelling in my neck. So I don't know why I have all this swelling throughout my body. I have it in my neck. I have it in my ankles. I have it in my wrist. I have it in the back of my neck, and I have it in my lower back. So yeah, I don't see my doctor again until August. Flipping August. She did do a I'm going to butcher this, a blood test for my thyroid, which I've had tested several times in the past because I keep having issues. And that was, I don't think I've gotten all the results back from that, but the result I did get back shows negative. And then she also did an RA test. So bear with me. I'm going to butcher this. Rheumatoid arthritis. I may have actually said that somewhat okay, but so far from what I've seen in my labs that they've sent back to me, which she said it would take a couple weeks to get all of them, negative, negative, negative. So everything looks great so far, but not, there's definitely something going on in my body. It is very, very unhappy. So I guess the mystery continues. And in the meantime, I just get to be somewhat miserable. So I'm just showing right here that I already did the pinky and the ring off camera, and I'm going to do the middle finger and the pointer finger on camera. I'm going to do my layer, and then I'm going to magnetize it, and then I'm going to flash cure it to hold it in place while I do the other nail, and then I will give them a full 60-second cure. Okay, so I did message my doctor because again, I don't see her till August. And I said, like, I don't have a desire to sit and twiddle my thumbs and be miserable until August. I was having, I think in the last video, I told you guys I didn't have much of an appetite. My appetite is somewhat back. The problem is it's not even just when I eat. I just constantly have a stomach ache. And this is something that I have dealt with for years. They've tested for celiac. That came up negative. So we don't know why I'm getting, and I do have gastritis, but I am on medication for that, and it was helping. I wasn't having any stomach aches for a long time. Now the stomach aches are back. So, yeah. Anyway, I just asked her if she could please get me a referral to rheumatology. I don't even know, like, if she does do that, which I'm hoping she will. I live in such a small town, and there's not a lot of specialty doctors. So when you do get a referral and you call to make an appointment, it is typically either a few weeks out or a couple months out. So I'm hoping that I will get lucky and I'll call and they'll be like, oh yeah, we have an appointment available this week. In fact, it's tomorrow. That would be amazing. I'm not going to hold my breath on that. So that is where I'm at. I will leave it there. I will keep you guys posted. I am doing my best. Okay, no, I'm really not doing my best to stay on my uploads. I didn't upload last week because I didn't even do a video. I am not even in like any kind of creative mind space to even want to do my nails right now. Posting, I have so much to post. Like I'm telling you guys, I probably have like 15 sets that I've done in the past couple months that I still haven't posted because my mind is just, these are the 2 colors I'm going to use for the nail art. I don't know, my mind, I'm not in it right now. but I'm trying because it is a really good distraction for me. So this is the swatch that I did just to test it. That's like the one that turned out good. I actually did it several times. I was actually playing with different like designs, and that is the one that finally, when I did it, I was like, oh my God, I love this. But I was terrified. Like, can I actually do this on my nails? And I did. There is going to be, and I did matte top coat off camera. I shiny top coated the 3 solid nails, and I matte top coated the thumb and the ring finger because they're going to have the nail art on them. I will also have to matte top coat them again after I do the nail art, and I'll explain that later. But there's going to be a lot of mistakes in this nail set, mostly when I get into the black liner that I do around the art. I did decent on this part. There may have been a few little, like, where I had to wipe off and start over some parts. But for the most part, I was really happy with how this part went. But the other part was bad. It probably took me 10 times before I finally got it to go the way that I needed and wanted it to. It's definitely a lot harder to do on your actual nails than it is to do on a thing that you can manipulate and move whichever way you want it to make it easier. It's fine. It all worked out. But I did edit out all the stuff that kind of went wrong because otherwise this video would have been an hour long, and I'm not even joking. Okay, again, I apologize for background noise. Now my mother and my stepfather are out in the garden, which is very close to my building, and they are rototilling. So it's a little bit loud. Plus we were having a thunderstorm, which I didn't hear too much of, but my dogs definitely did. They always tell me when that's happening. And it's very warm, so all the windows are open, so you can hear everything going on outside. I'll try to keep my voice relatively loud so that that noise maybe isn't so in the forefront. But basically, I'm just trying to do these like petal-like things. And then I'm going to magnetize them. I was originally just going to do one at a time, but I thought I could get away with doing these 2 at the same time. And I think they turned out great. When I did the swatch, I did them separately, but I think they turned out fine doing them together. And then I will, so once I magnetize them, I will flash cure them really well so that they stay in place. And then I will go on to the other parts of the petal. So it's basically, I'm just trying to make it look like a really big flower on my entire nail. And I think it turned out pretty good. I actually really, really love how these turned out. So there is that. How is everyone's, I guess, are we technically in summer yet, or is it technically still spring? I think it's summer because it's past Memorial Day, but I could be wrong on that. But it definitely feels like summer here. Yesterday was like 94 degrees, just hot and sticky. Today is supposed to be close to 90, if not 90. We'll see, but it's really cloudy right now, so it's actually really nice outside. We got a nice little breeze. But yeah, it's getting hot early, and this is actually really early for Montana to get this hot. Like last year, we had a freeze in June, like a freeze. Like it got down past 30. And this year, it's not looking like that's going to happen. So, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. It's funny. I was literally talking to my boyfriend last night. Like, how did we like summer as kids so much? But then when we become adults, we become intolerant to how hot it is. But when I was a kid, it was like, I mean, yeah, you're out of school. So there's that. You're like at the lake. You're at the pool. You're like just living life and having fun. But the sun did not bother me when I was a kid. And now that I'm an adult, I'm like hibernating in an air conditioned building as much as I can. And I'm not out enjoying the beautiful sun and the vitamin D and all of that because I can't stand it. It's so hot. Okay, enough about that. That's just my little rant about the heat. I don't know. I think it's just more intense when you're an adult, or it's just more intense overall, because it's definitely, I don't remember being this hot when I was a kid, but maybe it was. And I mean, I didn't check temps when I was a kid. Did you? I doubt it. Like, why would we check temps as a kid? We don't care. We just want to play. Anyway, that's enough of that. So we are now on the other side. I think when I get to the blue one, I'm pretty sure because I'm going to do the blue in a cross, like on the diagonals of these. And I'm pretty sure at that point I was like, oh my God, this video is like taking me forever to record and to do. I don't want that much to edit. So I think I only show 2 of the blue. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I show 1 on the top and 1 on the bottom, just for time's sakes, because it is very repetitive. But when I do the black, I will show the whole, I believe I show the whole entire thing, except maybe a couple clips, because I kept going too far to the side or below and it wasn't getting recorded, because I get in such a zone when I'm recording that sometimes I move my finger either too close to me that the camera cannot see, or I push it too far away from me thinking, oh, you're in perfect view, which really I'm not. Sometimes recording is my enemy. Sometimes it's not. It just depends on the day. So now we are onto the blue. No, I think everything's still just flash cured. I don't think I've done a full cure yet. I will wait until the very end to do a full cure. But you can, whatever floats your boat, as long as it's flash cured to hold it in place so the magnet particles don't move anywhere and so that the gel doesn't run, you're good to go. And you can wait, but you do have to do a full cure before you go on to the next step. You do not want to not fully cure this. And I am noticing right now I have a little bit of gel on my finger. It's probably cured on there and I probably got it off at some point, but don't do that. Don't be like me. Unless I was just seeing things. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm going to take a quick break, let some music play while I finish off this nail art. It won't be too long, and then I will be back when we get into the fun part. Yeah. Okay, time for the fun part. And as you can see, this isn't my first try because there's some black on the palette. So this has taken me quite a while to finally get the lines the way that I want them. I was a little shaky in the beginning. Lack of eating, I think. I don't know. So I just took the dogs out to play for a few minutes just to take a break. And now I need to catch my breath. I probably should have given myself like a minute or 2 before I started back at editing this video, but oops. Anyway, I do still like kind of, but at this point I was just like, okay, yeah, you went out of the lines a little bit. It's fine. The gold is going to basically mask a lot of that. And it's not too bad. Because at this point, like I said, I had redone this part. I didn't even make it past this part right here. Probably 8 to 9 to 10 times. I don't even know. More than 8 times. I'm sure of it. And I was getting a little bit kind of frustrated. Like, okay, maybe this isn't going to work. And I have to like think of something else to do because, and I do think I fixed that right side. As you can see, it looks looking more diamond-esque than, I don't know if I fixed it. Shoot, I don't even remember. I just know that they turned out good. So even if during the process there's parts where it's like, I don't know about that, they turned out good. So I'm pretty happy with them. And I am loving this. I wish I had something Born Pretty, to the black paint to use, but unfortunately I don't. But I just got this liner brush. I got a whole pack of them, and I so far am loving this. This is a number 8. And the black gel paint, which this is what I have been needing in my life so bad. It is a non-wipe, so you can chrome right over it, and it's from Gellin. I will link it. I got it off Amazon. I got a white and a black, and I absolutely love this because this is what I needed. I've been using just like liner art gels, and they're better than gel polish, but they are not. They're just not good enough. They're too runny. They're not like that thick viscosity, which is what you need. That like really, you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't have to sit here and try to explain it when I'm pretty sure anybody that has tried to do nail art with anything that isn't like a gel paint, it is a pain in the butt. So I am making some good progress. I'm pretty happy about this. And I just keep kind of dipping it back in just to make sure I have enough black on the brush. And sorry, I need to sneeze. Oh, okay. Got off camera before I sneezed in your guys' faces. Not technically. Anyway, I'm saving the side pieces for last just because they were definitely the most difficult, and I knew going into it that they were going to be the hardest because of the way that your finger lays, that doing the side pieces was going to be a little bit harder than all the other parts, but they actually went much better than I expected. They definitely went much better than the straight up and down pieces that I did in the beginning that I had to redo several times. And they are literally what brings this whole mani together. The second I get them in, I'm like, okay, now I see the vision. Like everything is looking right. And I am tempting fate with this. I have not flash cured anything because I was afraid. This is my first time really using this stuff, and I was afraid that if I flash cured, not only would it kind of wrinkle the gel from not doing a full cure, but I was also afraid that it would eliminate, like if it got any dust on it or anything like that. If I flash cured and then went to do a full cure and then went to chrome, it would mess up the chrome. It did not. Something messed up the chrome. I will explain that later. Luckily, you cannot tell in the video or the pictures, but I could tell in person. And nobody's staring at my nails that close, so it really wasn't a big deal. But I will talk about that more when we get there. And I'm going to also ask for some advice. But at this point, we are almost done. I almost have this exactly how I want it. I just need to make a few touch-ups on this one side. Get it a little bit thicker because I really want that gold to shine through. And then we will fully cure it for a full 60 seconds. And then we're going to go in with this gold. This is a little palette I got from Nails in a Coffin in one of the bundle. Or was it a bundle? I think it was a bundle. Doesn't matter because Nails in a Coffin is no longer open, which you guys know that. I think I've been boycotting doing what are those things called? Decals because of it. Which is a sad thing because I have so many, but I've just been finding stickers, and stickers are so much easier. And then I don't know, I've been exploring lately my nail art skills, which need a lot of improvement, but they're not going to get it if I don't do it. So, decals have kind of gone by the side, but that doesn't mean I will never do them again. I have a ton. So, there we go. We've got it all chromed. I am going to do the thumb off camera, and then we are going to base coat it. So this is where I think that just some spots, barely any, but just a couple little spots, the chrome rubbed off, and you could see the black through. Again, like I said, you can't really see it on camera or in the pictures, but I don't know if it's because I base coated it before top coating it. I think I would have had better luck if I would have just top coated it, but then I was worried that the mani wouldn't last because I didn't base coat it, which I don't know why I was worried about that. I have peel base on. It doesn't last more than, I think it lasted like 3 days before one of the nails started to pop off, so I just took them all off. Okay, so now I am top coating, and then I will do my thumb completely off camera the rest of the way because right now it's just matted. It doesn't have the black on it yet. And then I will base coat and top coat that one, and then I will show you guys the final result. Oh my goodness, result. I guess my question is, as far as advice goes, um, should I just be top coating like when I do isolated chrome, or are you supposed to base coat, or is there something you're supposed to do? For me, I guess I can just top coat, and this really doesn't matter much. Oh, see, everything's done. Now we're just putting some cuticle oil on, and we'll be done. But anyway, that's my question. Like, if I was going for longevity, what do you do? Like, what should I do? Being that I don't really have to worry about it, but there may be a time in the future where I'm like, oh, I'm going out of town. I really need this set to last like a week. Um, so yeah, I guess that's my question. But here we are. What do you guys think about the base color on the 3 solid nails? Should I have used the green or blue? Because I think I should have used, I don't know, one or the other, or maybe even both. Either way, I think they turned out fabulous. I'm obsessed with the nail art. Thank you guys so much for being here, sticking with me. I really, truly appreciate it. I will keep you guys posted on everything. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.